February 20th, 2022 was the very first time I uploaded a product review to this channel. And in March of the same year, I went ahead and uploaded one of my most popular videos to date. And that was after I got my 100% increase from my disability check from the VA. And I got my back pay. I was able to get the Alpha 6100 from Sony, as well as the Sigma 16mm lens, because everybody said that was the way to go. And I got a whole bunch of accessories, upgraded my audio to the Wave XLR, and just started going with product reviews. Since then, I've worked with so many different brands, covering different topics. And this year, I was able to join the YouTube partnership program, and I was able to get members. And now, today, as of December 30th, 2024, we are able to turn on ads. And it's all thanks to you guys. So first off, I want to start off this video saying thank you guys so much for the continued support with the comments, watching the videos, and coming by the live streams. There is a live stream link in the description. I fairly regularly, somewhat. It's a weird timing or wherever. So if you want to watch the live stream, just follow the channel, turn on notifications. I don't have a schedule wherever. My hours are weird because I have almost a 2-year-old. He'll be 2 years old in February, but you know, he still has a weird sleeping schedule. We're trying our best to get him on a sleep schedule, but he still has some issues. So we're working through it. So definitely bear with me when it comes to live streaming, but I just wanted to hop on real quick and tell you guys, thank you so much for the support. I've been working with crazy amount of brands that I never thought I would work with. Some of them it's hard to work with again, just depends on the stuff. But like working with OnsBot, working with Comica, working with Fine, working with Newer in some capacity, not necessarily them like sending out products and stuff, but you know, being able to afford to get products, get great customer service using their products and stuff, and being able to essentially accomplish a lot of things with this YouTube channel that I never thought in the past that I would be able to do. And I've kind of told this story before with me wanting to do product reviews because I was doing gaming content and I was just hitting my head against a proverbial brick wall with that. And I was wasting my time and my editing skills and all that stuff, uploading gaming content and doing, I would say, DLCs and expansion reviews and stuff like that for Destiny, talking about ways to improve the game for the end user or the consumer or wherever in order to make the game even better than what people are already enjoying it as. And people had a problem with that. People, for some reason, especially in the gaming and streaming space, this is why I kind of want to get away from doing those kind of products like Elgato and all that stuff, because every time I mention those companies, or even when I was playing games and I would mention a certain game, and if it was somewhat popular or people had the game had a following and people liked it, they didn't like you giving constructive criticism about the stuff, and they always had a problem. And I never understood it, because if you like the game so much and these improvements improve the game that you already like and make more people more acceptable to play it and enjoy it as much as you are enjoying it, what is the problem? Because in no way, shape, or form is it going to diminish what the game already has on offer. It's just going to make it better. So what is the problem with giving constructive criticism to the company or to mechanics of the game, whatever it may be? That's why I just finally gave up on doing that stuff when it comes to gaming, because it was falling on deaf ears. And knowing that and moving forward, like I said, I just want to continue to work with certain brands. So that's why in 2025, like in 2024, I said, I kind of want to start moving away from the streamery, gamery, like setup stuff or wherever. I don't want to get into just being a microphone channel and stuff like that. That's why you haven't really seen a microphone review, like I would say, in a long time. The most recent ones is probably like the Beacon Studio and Beacon mic, when I gave that overview kind of thoughts and opinions. But the only reason I did that is because to prove a point. But other than that, what I want to do in the future is go into more accessories with the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. I kind of want to lean into that because I know some people subscribed for that, and I know some people unsubscribed because I wasn't covering the camera as much. But trust me, in 2025, we're going to start getting a lot more accessories and stuff like that. Companies, I've been seeing a lot of accessories being released and stuff specifically made for the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, and I even picked up some, I would say, mist filters. So we have some white diffusion mist filters here, and I also have some black ones coming in or wherever, because there's only white and black mist diffusions. So I'm gonna show off the properties, show off the type of stuff you can do. I'm getting a little bit more into photography, learning the camera and settings and stuff like that from suggested bigger named content creators who, you know how to set up the camera for photos and stuff like that. I want to start somewhat building a portfolio, nothing professional level or anything like that. Maybe taking some portraits for some people, maybe some family photos for some people, wherever. And I wanted to show that kind of journey. So definitely follow the Instagram, because I'm going to be posting a little bit more when I feel better with that. I'm going to try to get Lightroom from Adobe and learn certain things or wherever, maybe get some people's presets for the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, find some good ones or wherever, and just go forward with that stuff. So definitely stick around, see what 2025 has in store. But overall, it's just, again, I want to say thank you guys, because turning on memberships and ads and almost hitting 1,600 subscribers, I never thought, even at the start of me doing uploads for product reviews, I just never thought that I would be in this position. It wasn't for getting the subscribers and views the reason why I started doing product reviews. It was more so I had a lot of creativity inside me, and I just wanted to upload videos, and I just wanted to lean into doing what I was doing for those games and the expansions and DLCs, and just put my thoughts out there. And if anybody resonated with it, if anybody stuck around to hear me for whatever reason, then they did. But it was more so as a creative outlet. And I want to get a little bit better with it, obviously. I just want to be able to upload videos and have people watch them. You know what I'm saying? I don't write scripts. I'm not trying to find some formula for the algorithm and stuff like that. I probably could have got to this point a lot faster with ads and, memberships and partnerships and working with sponsored stuff or wherever, if I followed the cookie cutter stuff for content creators. I've talked about it before. So many people tell me, oh, you need to look at the camera more. You need to do this with your lighting and all that stuff. You need to stop having moving stuff. You need to, contour the content to the viewer. And it's like, I just want to make content the way I want to. If somebody finds the content and they find it enjoyable and they don't mind sticking around, for somebody who has mental issues, one time they might be cussing, one time they might be chill like I am right now because of bipolar, type 2. Like, if they find that stuff interesting or valuable or whatever, and they don't mind seeing the content, then they can stick around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not begging for people to do stuff, because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a creative outlet to be able to do what I want to do as a hobby, because now I'm in the space where, I have my disability. I have a position now that my wife doesn't have to work. Yes, we struggle from time to time. That's why she's probably going to try to go back to work, but we're dealing with a lot of my son's issues and stuff like that still. That's why I mentioned the weird, wacky, I would say, schedule for streaming and everything. But the thing about it is that I'm in a way better space than I was back then when I was doing the gaming stuff and everything. And back then it was more so, I want to turn this into a job or a hobby. And the thing that stuck with me and kind of floored me to push so hard was because back in like 2016, 17, I had a friend of mine. We used to do trials carries. We used to do trials runs in Destiny 1. If anybody knows about Destiny 1 and trials, it's like a PvP mode, round based and everything. And there was me and two other people. One of them started to blow up or wherever, working with bigger content creators on Twitch, doing trials carries and stuff like that. So at certain points, we weren't able to really play with them as often. And we weren't as good as him. So we weren't people to be able to substitute for, somebody to carry, because I was decent. I was better than another guy that I'm gonna talk about in a second, but I wasn't decent enough on the level of being able to clutch around by myself. Sometimes I could do it. I could help out to maybe the 5th or 6th, round. I think it was like 7, I would say, wins you had to get in a row. But it was like, you can look up the structure for trials in Destiny 1. But the thing about it was that guy was blowing up or wherever. His ethnicity was of Latin descent, if I remember correctly. He didn't have a webcam or anything like that. I still play with him from time to time when it comes to like Apex and stuff. He's still a fantastic gaming person or wherever, but he kind of got away from streaming and content creation and all that stuff. He more focuses on just life in general, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? People fall in and out of gaming and doing content creation. But with the other dude, it was me and him. We were playing some PvP, warming up, waiting to, you know, start doing trials carries. And I remember this vividly like it was yesterday, because it's one of those things that just out of nowhere sometimes just pops up in my head because of racing thoughts, because of mental issues, whatever. And he literally told me, yo, Squid, I love you, bro, but you're not going to make it as a content creator like he is, because he's really good at the game, but he doesn't use a face cam and stuff like that. People can guess his ethnicity, but you just don't know. You using the face cam and all that stuff, and you trying to be a content creator and trying to make it as a streamer on Twitch. Obviously, I'm using terms that was more popular now, but people would just be like Twitch streamer. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what they would say, or a streamer. He was like, you're not going to make it because of ethnicity, the color of your skin. You're not going to make it because you're black. And that's something that I was okay with. You know what I'm saying? That's something that didn't bother me, because I'm not your typical African American. I'm mixed with a lot of stuff more than just being African American. But just people looking at me and judging me. I've had people go in my Discord, you know, say some obscene thing, pictures and all that stuff, death threats, all that stuff back then when I used to stream on Twitch and stuff. That's why I didn't really care to stay on Twitch as long as other people do, and they still do, because any streaming platform has this, you know, bad stuff or whatever. But I've had it a little bit on Kick, but not as much as I've had it on Twitch. More so on Kick, I just get the bots, you know what I'm saying, that come in and be like, yo, you know, you want graphic design and all that stuff. But on Twitch, I was getting that stuff, and it was like, it's okay, cool. You know, people don't know me. I'm not your typical, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, people have told me in real life all the way, like my whole entire life, that I'm not the typical black person. I'm the most white black person they ever met. All the little racist undertones and stuff like that, because I don't like chicken on the bone. I have food aversion to it, or whatever, really meat on bone, period, because of, food aversions from when I was little and stuff like that. I don't watch sports. I don't care for any sports teams, any genre of sports, from MMA to football to basketball, all that stuff. I'm one of those people that would rather play the sports, but even then, I don't really care for playing sports. I get my exercise from dancing and stuff like that, so I didn't really care, or working out or wherever. Don't really watch TV shows or movies or anything like that. I'm talking about with like real actors and all that stuff, because it's irritating to me a lot, especially nowadays. A lot of the television is just terrible. So what I normally watch now is just anime, and even then I'm very selective on my anime, but I mostly watch YouTube videos of people playing games. Now it's just more so retrospectives that I'm kind of into right now. I'm into cozy office vlogs and vibes when people are unboxing stuff, like silent videos. I'll be watching that stuff, or product reviews, you know what I'm saying, or gear releases from companies. That's where I am with YouTube and stuff like that. I pay for YouTube Premium, you know, the family membership or wherever, and that's where I sink my time in. If I'm watching something, is either that or, like I said, certain anime. And like I said, I'd be perfectly fine. I've said this before. I've lived with 2 or 3 years without a cell phone. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care for it. I don't need it. When it comes to social media, I don't care for TikTok. I don't really care for doom scrolling or anything like that. I barely go on social media on my phone. The only reason why I have a phone is because I have a son, and when my wife goes out and stuff like that by herself, or I go out and stuff like that, I need to be able to have a point of contact. That's the only reason why I literally have a cell phone. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have a cell phone. Because back in the day, I just had Facebook Messenger, and my wife would message me if she needed to talk to me or something like that, because I was at my computer or had a laptop or something like that. I don't need a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those people that walk around with no pockets. You know what I'm saying? In my pants. Like, that's the type of person I am. And when people look at me and tell me, you know, you're black, and they say all this racist stuff and try to stereotype me and everything, it's like, if you knew me, then you wouldn't be saying any of that stuff. Because it's like, I'm one of those people who is mentally unstable, and like, I'm calmly insane. I say that a lot. My wife hates it when I say it, but it's the truth, because I've been through so much stuff. I've seen the dead bodies on deployment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had times where I did shift changes walking out of my building, and the enemy was walking mortars onto the the airfield and landing them dang near close to where you could feel the wind. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been woken up out of my sleep in a wooden bee hut because they shot RPGs like so close. You know what I'm saying? That just, you ever stayed up for almost 72 hours with only 4 hours of sleep, and then you wake up because a loud noise like that, and you wonder why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've talked about in several videos why that situation happened while I was on deployment and everything like that. No days off, no half days, anything like that. 16-hour days plus, if sometimes. So it's like, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody tells me that you're not going to make it because of your skin color and gaming content, and people have a problem with my thoughts and opinions and stuff like that, I am to the point, and I said all that stuff to mention this, I'm to the point to where, like I said, I just literally don't care. I'm just here existing. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want to do, is to be able to exist and just do things that I enjoy. And that's why I upload the content that I do. That's why I don't chase algorithms. I don't chase after trends and all that stuff. I might talk about stuff that might be popular or wherever that is released from certain companies, to make those who have some kind of semblance of intelligence to foresee and see through the facade and the charade and all that stuff that companies are pulling over consumers' eyes right now. And that's why I advocate for certain things that I do, so that the end user, like I mentioned before with the video game stuff, get a better experience from purchasing products, whether it's saying that the product costs too much, wait for a sale or something like that, or it's lacking several features to be able to cost as much as it is, or what were they thinking? Why doesn't this product have this feature, that feature, all that stuff? They're half-assing it, whatever it may be. That's why I say all that stuff, to get the wheels turning in people's heads, so they don't just get, you know what I'm saying, the wool pull over their eyes, and they just don't fall in love with companies and stuff like that, and just blindly follow the masses and the crowd and just everything like that. And unfortunately, moving into 2025, moving along with content creation and seeing how, like, if you look up setup videos, you can see everybody has like the wood slat panels. Everybody's working with Grove Made, Veneer Hub, Flexi Spot. Like, if you look and you see like most of these setups and stuff, they look the same with the natural wood tones and all that stuff or wherever, or I don't know, they just all look the same. They're all following suit. And it's kind of irritating to see this stuff, and people just, they don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird to me that the mass hysteria, or the mass like thought process from a lot of people is that this is okay. And it's just kind of weird to me, you know what I mean? As far as like, when people tell me I should be copying those other content creators, I should be doing my content like those other content creators, I should be doing the crazy, you know, B-roll and cinematic stuff, and, you know, putting up the wood slat panels and changing my RGB around and stuff like that, and doing certain things and following algorithms, using certain YouTube extension, all that stuff. And it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. I just want to create a video and upload it. If people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. I don't care about, like I said, hitting 1 million subscribers, hundreds of thousands subscribers. I don't care. I'm fascinated that I'm able to get over 1,000 subscribers, period, and let alone join the YouTube partner program, have memberships open if people want to do that, as well as being able to turn on ads. That's fantastic. That helps support the channel and be able to purchase, you know, products or wherever to review and everything, and I don't have to take it out of my own paycheck. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop doing what I want to do. I'm not going to stop doing the type of content I want to do just because people tell me you're not going to make it because your ethnicity of your skin or whatever. So I just, again, wanted to say thank you guys for allowing me to be in the position to be able to do this. Never thought it would happen. Thank you guys so much for the love and support and the continued support going into 2025. Like I said before, I want to start working with more camera companies and more accessories and stuff like that. And I'm just going to keep on doing product reviews and doing talking discussion videos and stuff. I'm just not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same. So Hopefully the ads don't get too crazy though. Definitely sound off if the ads do seem crazy, because I'm new to this thing. I'm not trying to bog you down with like 3,000 ads while trying to watch a video. You know what I'm saying? I know not everybody has YouTube Premium and stuff. I know how annoying it could be. That's one reason why I did get YouTube Premium. So just let me know if anything seems crazy or obscene or whatever when it comes to the ads and stuff. But I do want to go ahead and say this. The crazy part about all this is that about 2 to 3 months ago, the guy that told me that I wasn't going to make it as a content creator because of nifty in my skin, he failed at content creation. And he just messaged me not too long ago, like I said, 2 to 3 months ago. And he DM'd me and it was like, yo, you've been on my mind, just trying to see what's up with you, all that stuff or wherever. And it's like, I don't need that kind of stuff in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to exist and do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that stuff. So just think it's kind of funny though. With all that being said, y'all enjoy your holiday season. Hopefully you guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in 2025. Yeah. I don't know.